The night was dark, and the moon, a mere sliver in the sky, offered little comfort. I had always been intrigued by the paranormal, and it was this fascination that led me to that forsaken place. The old Hastings mansion, they called it, a place where whispered legends held more weight than truth. It was an abode of sinister tales, the kind that circulates among locals who gather around campfires. Stories of strange noises, apparitions, and inexplicable occurrences that would send shivers down anyone's spine. Naturally, I couldn't resist the temptation to explore this notorious mansion and experience the supernatural for myself. I arrived just as the last rays of the sun kissed the horizon goodbye. The mansion loomed before me, bathed in eerie moonlight. Its silhouette was enough to send chills down my spine. Ivy crawled up its cracked walls, and the windows were like vacant, unseeing eyes. With a quick glance around to ensure I was alone, I cautiously entered the mansion. The air inside was frigid, and the silence was oppressive. My footsteps echoed through the grand entrance hall as I moved deeper into the house. The first room I entered was the parlor. Dusty furniture covered with moth-eaten sheets lined the walls. The dim moonlight filtered through tattered curtains, casting eerie shapes on the floor. I switched on my flashlight and began to explore. The mansion's history was filled with tales of strange occurrences in this very room. I started to take photographs, hoping to capture some evidence of the supernatural. The flash from my camera briefly illuminated the room, revealing its decrepit state. As I reviewed the pictures, I noticed something unsettling in one of them. A shadowy figure seemed to be lurking in the corner, its form twisted and indistinct. I tried to convince myself it was a trick of the light, but doubt gnawed at me. Moving on, I ascended a grand staircase, its once polished wood now worn and creaky. At the top, I found a long hallway lined with closed doors. I opened the first one, revealing a bedroom draped in shadows. The canopy bed was covered in dust, its curtains hanging in tatters. A large mirror on the wall reflected my pale face, and for a moment, it felt as if my own reflection sneered at me. I continued to explore the rooms, each one seemingly frozen in time. In one, I discovered a child's nursery with a broken rocking chair that swayed gently on its own. In another, a study filled with books, their pages yellowed with age. It was as if the mansion held the memories of all who had lived within its walls. The further I delved, the more I felt a presence, an unseen force that seemed to watch my every move. My heartbeat quickened and a sense of unease settled over me. I couldn't deny it any longer. There was something unnatural about this place. As I entered the master bedroom, my flashlight flickered. I tapped it, hoping for a reprieve from the encroaching darkness. That's when I heard it, a soft, ghostly whisper that sent shivers down my spine. It was as if the very walls were murmuring secrets long kept hidden. I strained to make out the words, but they were indistinct, like a distant conversation carried by the wind. Panic set in as the whispers grew louder, surrounding me, filling the room with their haunting chorus. I felt a cold breath on the back of my neck, and I whirled around, but there was nothing there. In a desperate attempt to escape the oppressive atmosphere, I fled the room and descended the staircase. The whispers followed me, a relentless presence that seemed to envelop the entire mansion. I stumbled through the darkness, my flashlight now completely dead. As I reached the entrance hall, I heard footsteps, slow and deliberate, coming from the shadows. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. The footsteps grew closer, echoing in the eerie silence. I couldn't see who or what was approaching, but I knew I had to get out. I fumbled for my phone and dialed 911, my trembling fingers struggling to press the buttons. When the operator answered, I whispered my location and pleaded for help. They assured me that the police were on their way and advised me to stay put. But I couldn't stay. The footsteps were almost upon me now, and the whispers had grown into a cacophony of voices that seemed to echo in my mind. I dashed for the front door, flinging it open and stumbling out into the night. The moment my feet touched the front lawn, the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The whispers ceased, and the footsteps faded into nothingness. I gasped for breath, my heart still racing, but I was free from the suffocating presence of the Hastings mansion. The police arrived shortly after, searching the mansion thoroughly. They found no sign of the mysterious presence I had encountered. They assured me it was probably just my imagination, heightened by the eerie atmosphere of the place. But I knew what I had experienced was real. The Hastings mansion held secrets that defied explanation, and I had come face to face with the supernatural. I left that place with a newfound respect for the unknown and a chilling tale that would haunt me for the rest of my days. As I drove away, I couldn't help but wonder about the history of the mansion and the tormented souls that may still linger within its walls. The whispers of the past would forever echo in my memory, a reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. Your support is the secret sauce of this channel's success. Spice it up. Give that like button a little kick, share the flavor, and savor the exclusive perks by subscribing today.